Hello everybody, this is Attorney Jesus. In this video, I'm going to be answering the questions y'all have left on the YouTube comments, so keep on watching to see if your question was answered. So the first one is from Yatsira Flores. DACA here, came undocumented as a 5-year-old, never left the country but never had a criminal case. Would I have to go back to my country? Also currently a college student. And she left this on the green card for DACA, married to a US citizen. So if someone has DACA and they are married to a U.S. citizen, there is hope. Assuming that there is no negative factors, if you don't have a criminal record, if you've never left the U.S. and you don't have any prior deportation orders, which, after 97, they didn't have to take you in front of a judge. They could just get you and send you back. So I would verify that with parents, whoever, is taking care of you. I would verify that. But let's say that doesn't exist. No negative factors, and you're married to a U.S. citizen or resident. Yeah, there is hope. Depending upon how you last entered the U.S., if it was legally, generally you can become a resident here in the U.S. If you did not enter, with papers, you enter without inspection, then generally the process would be in the country of birth. So it's just verifying, a bit more details, but I'd say there's hope. Harry Jove. DACA for ending chain migration and green card lottery give them the opportunity, not the extended family, and create a merit-based immigration system without any access to welfare. There's a lot there. As everyone, and probably even more, many people who have DACA and people, who know about DACA know that there is no pathway to residency for people that have DACA. There is no pathway to citizenship at the moment. There's been a whole bunch of talks. DACA is how it is. And it's been like that for several years. We have advanced parole, but there hasn't been a lot of changes, right? So really there is chain migration. Just because you have DACA doesn't mean you're going to be able to give DACA to your kid. You're going to be able to give residency. That's not how it works. That's way off the mark. For the green card lottery, I think it's good that we have the green card lottery. People from countries that, are generally not here in the U.S., that don't have a lot of family here in the U.S., it gives them a shot. Everyone has a fair shot of getting a green card through the visa lottery. So, there's no preference system there, which is good. Give them the opportunity, not the extended family, create merit-based system. There's so many different ways of getting a green card. A lot of people that think this way, don't know a lot about immigration. They don't know all the nuances, the intricacies. They don't know that for some people, there really isn't a way to become a resident. So, I won't say anything further about that. I want to talk to you about Audible. Audible is a leading provider of premium audio storytelling, enriching the lives of listeners every month. Audible members can listen on the go, at home, in the car, on the train, or wherever life takes them. Audible can help you learn a new language, improve your Spanish, like me, and even help you study for the U.S. citizenship exam. By clicking my link below, you can get a free 30-day trial to test run. Don't miss out on this great offer. All right, Just Send TV also has a Bass Pro photo. What I would say, if you have any tips about fishing in I think it's freshwater lakes, let me know. I'm curious. Do you think they're gonna bring DACA back? I signed up for it and I was in the fingerprint step, but never got it. So there's been a lot, of movement with DACA in the last few years. Where we are at the moment is, although USCIS immigration is accepting first-time new DACA applications, they're not making any movement on them. They're not approving them. They're not denying them. They're just putting them in the system, and that's it, right? And I have hopes. I do believe that, they'll eventually get to the point where they are accepting them, where they are approving them or denying them based on the facts, right? With Biden, he is putting DACA in as a regulation, basically law. Before, DACA was just an executive order. Trump, whoever president, could say DACA's here, DACA's gone. With the regulations, it's not that easy. If they want to take it away, once it's in place, they got to go through steps. It's not just, we don't want to do it anymore, we want to deny it. It wouldn't work like that. So with the regulations, where it's going through the process, the comment period closed up, I believe a few weeks or a few months ago. So now it's just waiting to see when it will be implemented. But I do believe we'll have news on that soon. Currently 21, Just Send TV again, and wish I could join the military. I mean, yeah, like, you know, I know a lot of people probably similar situation that would join the military, but because of how the system is, they aren't accepting them. I know that for a few years ago, or several years ago, they were allowing, you know, military service, you know, in exchange for residency, but it's no longer open. I mean, if they were open something like that, that'd be great. And I do believe lots of people would support it, but I mean, yeah, they just, you know, they have to do it. Elisa Gomez, do we need to be fully vaccinated? The day my advanced parole ends is the day I'm considered fully vaccinated. I don't want to come back on that day to avoid any issues. So with this, I mean, I know the airlines have their own specific requirements. And I know with this, like, there's just been so many changes with, you know, the CDC, with CBP. I would say look at, you know, the CBP's website, look at CDC guidance. I believe with CDC guidance, they were like limiting. I saw some headlines about it that they were going to reduce the restrictions. I'm not too sure, you know, for what or for what categories, but I would just look into it a bit further. If, you know, there's a risk and you're unsure, I mean, you know, it's unfortunate, but if you're not sure, I mean, I would forego that trip. But, you know, if you do your research and you're informed and, you know, you're sure of what you're doing, you know, more power to you. I don't know, dude, I'm scared. Hello, I just stumbled upon your channel and I have a question. Do I really need a lawyer to apply for advanced parole for the first time? You don't. I mean, you can renew your DACA, you can apply for it. You don't need an attorney. I mean, with this, what I say, it's kind of like, you know, anything else. I mean, if you're going to do, you know, like your own plumbing, your own electrical work, your own car maintenance, your car painting, whatever it is, you don't need to be a professional to do it, you know? If you know how to do it and you do it, you know, more power to you. But if you know, don't know like all the little intricacies, you don't know that it needs to be done in this way or that way, you know, that risk is on you. You're assuming that risk, you're doing that. For some people, it's fine. They do it well. But other people, you know, they want that extra assurance. They want that help. So it just depends. Tito, hello, I just got out of my InfoPass appointment. You guys got approved right at the moment. They told me 48 hours. From what I remember, I believe it was that same day. I don't know if we got the response from my wife right then and there, but I believe it was like a few hours later. I know this comment was 2 weeks ago, so hopefully, you know, you have your response by now. Okay, Deborah Juarez, hello. Is there any other form that must be submitted along with the I-765 DACA renewal? And if so, what other forms? Is there a video of a complete list of what needs to be submitted for a DACA renewal? Thank you so much for this informative video. It's helped me so much. God bless you. God bless you too, Deborah. So I made a course. It's called DACAclass.com, DACACLASS.com. You can check it out there. It provides, you know, the DACA renewal process. It explains it in more in depth, you know, what forms you need to fill out, how to fill it out. It tells you where you know, how you can send it out, USPS, FedEx, etc. You know, what PDF programs you can use to fill it out. So I would say check that out. Kevin Madrigal, I have DACA. I had a lawful entry into the US. I overstayed my visa. I'm in the process of filling out my paperwork, and I was told that because I overstayed my visa, I had to have another legal entry. Is that true? So for adjustment of status purposes, what immigration looks at is your last entry into the US. How did you last enter the US, right? If you had a lawful entry, it doesn't matter if it was 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. It just matters, how did you last enter? The other thing to keep in mind is like whether everything about that last entry was lawful. Like if you committed fraud or misrepresentation to get that lawful entry, then that might create some issues. Additionally, what kind of entry did you get? You know, did you get parole? Did you get, you know, an admission as a non-immigrant on a non-immigrant visa? Did you get something else? That, you know, that's important as well. So you have to be mindful of that. But if you have a lawful entry and it is good, it's good for adjustment of status purposes, then you do not need another one. Can my citizen son petition me for residency? So a child that is over the age of 21 can begin the process for a parent. Whether that parent entered legally or not is going to dictate whether that parent can become a resident here or in the country of birth, okay? In addition, just because you have a child that's a citizen, it doesn't forgive any other negative issues that may exist in your case. It's just basically opening a door for you. Whether you can walk through it or not because of any potential other red flags, you know, depends upon what those flags are. But yeah, a son can begin the petition for a parent. If you learned something from this video, please let me know in the comments. If you have any questions, drop them down below. I'll be making another video answering questions just like this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps this channel a lot. Thank you very much.